Hi guys, I know I don't be up here doing videos and stuff like that, but guess what? Life has been lifing, and I can share what life has been like another time. But I did come up here and started this little thing where I said, what did I learn from nursing these past 4 years of being the LPN? I've been the LPN for the past 4 years. This year, actually next month, I am to renew my license, and it's a bittersweet emotion right now because if you're anything like me, like I tend to listen to my emotions and how I feel, and I'm gonna get into what I learned throughout the past 4 years about nursing. Like the number one lesson that I've learned about nursing from, no, the number one lesson that I've learned from nursing, the number one lesson that I've learned from lesson in the past 4 years. But my license is up for renewal in the next couple of weeks, and I really haven't been looking into it. I haven't been studying it. I haven't been paying any attention to it, and that's because like God God has given me like the DNR order. Like if you're a nurse, you understand like when there's a patient that's going DNR, like you know that patient is about to go kaput, like yeah, like that's the end of it, you know what I'm saying? So I have gotten that DNR order. Actually, I have gotten the warning that things was going to like slow down. I have gotten the warning that things was going to stop, and he wanted me to focus on other things. And I've been focusing on other things very slowly, which is my healing from my mother wound, and reading the Bible, and just, you know, getting to know myself a little bit more and paying attention to myself a little bit more. So there's a DNR order right now, you know, and I did cry. I did go through the emotions plenty of times. I did realize what he wanted me to learn before he put the DNR order in. And I just had to accept it. Like I had to accept what this, you know, this moment is all about at this moment, you know? So therefore right now, I personally feel like nursing is at the end for me. Like it's done, it's a done deal. It's no more, there's no more, there's nothing more that I want to do with it. You know, while I was a nurse, while I was working as a nurse, people would ask me, you want to become an RN? You want to do this? And I usually tell them no, because I had no desires of becoming an RN. Like, because even with my LPN, I had no desires of, you know, a specialty or what I wanted to do. I didn't have a goal when it came to this LPN program, to be honest with you. I didn't have a goal for what it came to this LPN, career. I didn't have a goal. So now that I'm at the end, it's like, well, that's the end. What's next? But I know that having an LPN license and having the experience, it did serve its purpose, right? So right now, I'm just chilling, to be honest with you. Like I'm just like OD chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? So the past couple of weeks, I haven't been working. I haven't been looking for work. I haven't been stressing myself out about trying to find another job. I haven't done any of those things, and I'm not saying that to like brag or like I'm rich or anything like that, because I'm on my last. You feel me? I've been homeless for the past 2 years, 2.5 years, and I'm on my last. And I'm not even like stressed out about it, because I know there's things that God want me to say, you know. And the reason I'm getting emotional about it, because I have been so blessed. I have been so blessed. Even like this moment of not having money and not having the things that I need, everything has been coming my way. Everything that I've been needing, because God knows what you need, everything has been coming my way. And just working on my healing process has helped me so much, so that I can receive what I need to receive and not stress about it. You understand? So God has really been working in the back, you know, just telling me like things is going to calm down. And even when things started to calm down, like I didn't feel stressed out to be like, oh my God, I gotta save this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. No, I was just more focused on my healing process. I was more focused on that, right? And being more focused on that, I was just like, I just surrender. I surrender and I give it up. You know what I mean? So yeah, I have been homeless for the past 2.5 years, but I've been able to swing from a monkey branch to another monkey branch to another monkey branch to another monkey branch, and I've been okay. Right now I'm standing in front of a mirror and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, yo, my body is starting to come in like special delivery. Like my body is starting to come in because I've been doing my healing journey and I've been working on everything that I need to work on. But that's besides the point. So let me get to and I tried to like compose myself just now so that I don't go off topic too much, but let me just get to the point of what this video is all about. The number one thing that I have learned from nursing is you have to take care of yourself. You have to put yourself first. That's the number one thing that I have learned from nursing. I've been an LPN for 4 years, taking care of the elderly. Before I was an LPN, I was a CNA for 1 month, and before that, I was a home health aide for maybe 5 years, and I really enjoyed that job. Not to, you know, I'm not gonna put it down. I'm not gonna, you know, overlook that aspect of my career. But as a home health aide, I actually did enjoy that job because I'm a very intimate, personal person. I enjoy those type of environments, those type of energies, because when you're working in a nursing home, you don't really feel that type of vibe. And I turned down hospital jobs because I just don't like certain, you know, I don't like this over my head type bull crap, people talking behind your back, people, you know, I just don't like those type of energies, because I'm one of those type of people that I'll say what I have to say and don't even blink an eye when it comes to it. Like, I don't care, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people, when I would be on a job and they try to switch my shifts or something like that, I'd be like, listen, this is what I picked, and that's that. I'm not negotiating anything else, because when I make my schedule, that's why I make my schedule to way I make my schedule, because that's what the way I want my schedule to be. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm very straight to the point. I'm a very straightforward person when it comes to this nursing thing, and I'm very straightforward with people, and that's one reason why I don't have friends. But nursing, you have to put yourself first. No matter what. I see so many people up here crying about this one disrespected me and this one did this and this one did that. No, you stand your ground when you're talking to people, because people think that you a shit cleaner, you know, you a subordinate. But no, I'm a person who's working here, helping you out, helping out your load, helping out whatever is going on in this place, just like you are. No matter if you higher ranks than me or whatever the case may be, you're gonna talk to me correctly. You know, one of my last incidents at work where I remember, and I know I was just being tested, you know what I'm saying? God was testing me, all these people was testing me, supervisors was testing me, and I had a patient, I just came into the unit. And this patient is already throwing up and all this type of stuff. So I was like, man, was these signs and symptoms not here before? But I didn't say that out loud. I just went into nurses mode and just took care of the patient or whatever. So I called supervisors, because in New York City, we have supervisors. But when you go to other states, the supervisors is probably somewhere else doing something else, having cocktails 5 p.m. and stuff like that. Because on the dot, they're out the building, right? And in New York City, the supervisors are working long hours. They're on the computer clicking and clacking and stuff like that. Like, it's giving real 1970s in New York City when it comes to nursing, right? But I called the supervisor, let her know, like, listen, this patient is really sick and he's throwing up. He has a peg tube and he's throwing up and he's in pain and all this, blah, blah, blah. What else is going on, right? And every time I see this patient is grimacing, and he's like, you don't touch him. So I'd be like, blink 2 times if you okay. Like, you know, and he would go. So I don't touch him and I just leave him alone, right? Just make sure he's alive and stuff like that, right? And give him his medication through his peg tube. But this particular day, he wasn't feeling well. Blood pressure was high and everything like that. The CNA came and I had just gotten the unit and I was doing rounds. And I didn't get to this patient yet, but the CNA was like, he's throwing up. And when I got in there, yeah, he was throwing up. You can see all the juices all around his mouth and everything like that. And the supervisors came up there, they started calling, making calls, but for these supervisors, paperwork was very important. But for me, taking care of the patient was more important than anything else, right? So I'm like, listen, I'm not taking care of no paperwork until this patient is off the unit. But I didn't say that. They kept telling me paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. So I was like, okay, I'm like, I'm going back to the patient and I'm helping the CNA to make sure that, you know, he's presentable when the ambulance comes for him, right? And they kept coming back. I'm telling you, probably like 3 to 4 to 5 times they told me about this paperwork. And so I would be like, I'm gonna get to it. I will get to the paperwork. As soon as this patient is off the unit, I will get to this paperwork. So they kept bombarding me. I'm telling you, they even came upstairs to look at the patient and then walk away like he was a science project. You know how you go to the nail salon and that one person is standing over and looking like, okay. And then they walk off like, no. And at that moment, I didn't realize it, but I was just like, maybe you should come and pitch in and help, you know, instead of telling me about paperwork, if you want this paperwork to be finished. You understand what I'm saying? But it didn't dawn on me at that moment because my main focus was to take care of this patient and make sure he was out of the building, right? So that moment, that day, I'm pretty sure those supervisors was looking at me like, why is she not getting upset? Why is she not, you know, throwing a tantrum? Because it was a lot at that moment. It definitely was a lot at that moment. But I was just like, I'm not going to throw a tantrum because I got this under control. You feel me? I got it under control. You know, this patient is not dying. Let's get him out the building. Let's clean him up and get him out the building. You know what I'm saying? I could come and sit down and do paperwork. Not a problem. That's not a problem. Right? But then I realized that a lot of nurses just want, you know, a lot of nurses is in for documentation or, you know, making sure documentation is good, but not really personal care. And that's the lost art of nursing. That's the lost art of nursing. But even with that being the lost art of nursing, you know, you're not being fulfilled actually with nursing when it comes to what it really stands for, because you're just like robot documentation, this, that, you got to do this, you got to do that, and you're not building rapport with your patients. You're not having no type of connection with your patients. You understand? So as I continued, you know, those last couple of days of working as a nurse and really feeling like this is not, you know, this is really hitting where it's like it's not fulfilling my needs anymore, I realized that putting yourself first is the most important thing that you can do for yourself when it comes to nursing or when it comes to life. You know, I really want to say, like, what I've learned from nursing to apply to life is that you need to put yourself first. Yourself is very important, because if you burn out, if you know, if your back goes out, you know what I mean? You're doing everything for somebody else who really doesn't care. You can be replaced, right? I understand. So the number one thing that I have learned from nursing is to put yourself first. I think in one of my other videos, my last video that I have put out, I have stated that I don't work during the day because during the day is my time. Like, I don't want to rush out of bed to go take care of anybody else. So that's why I would work overnight, you know, and that was just my way of saying, like, I rather take care of myself before I go to work. You know, a lot of nurses are realizing that it's best to work out before work, or to do whatever you need to do before work to make yourself feel wholesome, because you're going to work in a job where there's multiple people, multiple spirits, if you believe in stuff like that, multiple mishaps, multiple this, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, you're thinking about a whole bunch of 1,001 things, and you know, you're going throughout your day, you know, you can get burnout, and burnout is real. And I think I probably went through it myself, and, you know, I don't really recognize it as, burnout, but I just realized that I'm not fulfilling my actual calling. That's why I'm taking a break, because I've gotten a notice from God, like, you're going to be falling back from this career. I remember going into the bathroom and boo-hoo-hooing, because nursing is something that I've always wanted to do. I'm doing it and I'm not being fulfilled, and I don't feel like it's for me to go and get more accolades and more what's the word I'm looking for, more degrees or anything like that. I've been sitting down trying to figure out, do I want to go and learn how to stick needles in people and draw their blood? No. Do I want to take care of people who are terminally sick? No, I don't want to do that no more. So therefore, I understand why I got that message from God, because it's a flat line going on right now. And if you're a nurse, I'm going to be using some of my terminology and stuff like that, because you understand, like, it's a flat line. There's no more resuscitation at this moment right now. CPR is out the door. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do not do that, right? And I feel like if I am to go back to work and ignore what God says, I'm going to have a catastrophe. It's going to be a big catastrophe. I feel like there's going to be a big issue, something that I can't get out of. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to be one of those things where it's just like, I told you not to go back. And I really believe that shit like that really does happen. You know what I mean? You got the call, and it's time for you to listen. I said, don't go back. Do not touch. No toca. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm going. That's what I'm dealing with right now, right? And God wants me to take care of myself, because, like I said at the beginning of this video, I've been doing some internal healing, because I do suffer from a mother wound. I have PCOS, and I just knew I've gone through burnout. I've gone through a mental burnout. I've gone through a physical burnout, because with having with having a mother wound, I basically grew myself. I went through life by myself. I went through my trials and tribulations by myself. I learned how to become the woman that I am today by myself. And I'm tired. I'm tired of taking care of people. I'm tired of doing for other people. Not that I don't love or anything like that, because my heart is full of love. It's pounding and booming with love. But this healing journey had to begin, because I started asking God for children. And when you start asking God for things that he wants to be wholesome, he's going to start pruning you. And when he starts pruning you, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. But it has to happen. It has to happen. So the number one thing that I take from nursing and apply to my life right now is to take care of yourself, because you come first. You come first, no matter what. Listen to that voice in your head that's telling you, I need to quit that corporate job, or I need to do this, or I need to do that, and I need to do this and that. Listen to that voice in your head, because it's telling you that for a reason. My healing journey started when my soul was just at its capacity, and it broke. It broke. I'm standing in the middle of the living room with my hands on my knees, crying, because my soul was tired. My soul needed a break. And that's when my healing journey began. And one thing that I take from nursing, once again, is to please honor yourself. Love yourself, care for yourself, because you come first, no matter what. The dollar bill does not come first, because if you love God, God is going to provide. I've been going through enough right now to understand that God is that I can faithfully say that God is going to provide for you. Faithfully. I was just telling a friend last night that we don't worship fear and faith at the same time. It's one or the other. You cannot be on both sides. You can't be on both sides. Oh, I'm fearful and this, that, and the third. There's sometimes when I have done it and I had to tell God that I'm sorry for being afraid. I'm afraid. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I should touch, but maybe I shouldn't, or whatever the case may be. And it's a learning process. But take it from me, God faithfully provides. When he tells you something, he's going to provide for you. It's going to look shaky. It's going to look rocky. It's going to look funny. It's going to look uneasy. It's going to look uncomfortable and all that type of stuff. But once you understand that it's coming from God, you're going to be all right. So I hope this video answers a lot of what's been going on with me. I do have other ideas of where I want this channel to go. I do want to talk about relationships on this channel, just because of my parents' relationships. That really has shaped a lot of things for me as I've been going through my healing journey, and what I'm understanding relationships to be, because like I said, I've been going through my healing journey. I've been asking God for children because I have PCOS. I'm pretty sure like a lot of y'all know what PCOS is. I do have a PCOS channel, but I don't really be kicking it like I should be kicking it over there. And I don't know, for some reason I feel like this channel, I'm a little bit more authentic. So there's a lot going on with me. There's a lot, like, internally, things that I just like to do. I like to motivate people. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna just leave it at this channel and just go with the flow of things, because life is lifing. But I feel more authentic on Bent Loves. Yeah, my name is Danielle, and yeah, take care of yourself, people, because you only get one body, right? We only get one life. And if you're young, take care of yourself. Make yourself feel good, make yourself feel right, make your, do what makes you happy at the end of the day. And you're gonna be all right. So shout out to all my nurses who are just starting. It's not a bad career if you have a goal. If you have a specialty, it's not a bad career. A lot of us will start off with, I want to help people, but now, as you go through the career, I'm going to give you a little pointer. As you go through the career, you have to start thinking of, how are you going to help people, right? What do you see as a problem, and what do you see as a solution? That's where you want to start moving towards in your nursing career, so that you don't get burnout, right? That's a way for you to not get burnout, is to find a solution to something, work on it, and move along. There's a nursing association that is established for us nurses, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't utilize it. I myself don't utilize it, and it's something that I probably should start utilizing while I'm coming up on this channel, just to help other people go through what they're going through, and also to help myself to learn what else is out there when it comes to nursing, because my heart is there. It's just not there with giving people medication, because I'm more of on a holistic vibe than medication vibe. So that is that. And yeah, just thank you for listening to me. I do get emotional from time to time, and when you see me get back on my planes, because I had to suck it back in, and because that's something that big girls don't cry. You feel me? We do, but big girls don't cry. And I just want to say thank you for listening to me. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to try to put some more videos out there, because I do have a lot of stories that I can tell, and I'm hoping that I can do like reaction videos or something like that. But there's a lot going on, and I just need to sort through it. And as I've been going through my healing journey, the dust is starting to settle, so that I can start seeing clearly. So thank you for listening. Peace.